new program called Happiness for Youth. Have you ever felt low and down? Don't want to get up maybe? Ask the question, is this all there is? Or why try? And I don't want to go to school. I don't want to go to work. Well, I've been there. 17 or 18, I messed up my life. Couldn't figure out why for a long time, but after learning a lot from the hard knocks of life, and then getting a doctor's degree in counseling and teaching undergraduate courses in psychology and graduate courses in counseling, and reading a lot, and also reading the Bible. I think I understand now why. So maybe you've been suffering those things just a little too long. You'd like to do something about it. I hope I can help you. I think I can. So we're going to talk about all of these things. I'm Bob Rigdon. Live in beautiful mountains of western North Carolina most of the time. Psychologists have found that there are 10 needs of humans. And one of those needs is a fascinating one. It's called self-esteem or self-respect or self-worth. They also found out there are 5 things that we need to do to have that need fulfilled. Now, most of those needs, and this one included, require that we have others to fulfill the need for us. But that doesn't mean that we're helpless, and it's not hopeless. If we can change the way we're thinking, change the way we're acting, change the way we're reacting, especially to humans, also, of course, to things that happen in life. But our interaction with humans is so important, and it's necessary to have the right reaction so other humans will fulfill this need for us. Today I'd like to talk about the first one. Doesn't mean it's first in importance, but the first of the 5 ways of fulfilling this need of self-respect. And that is that we have to find our vocational role. What kind of work are you going to do all your life? Do you understand the importance of work? You know, a lot of people are confused. They read back in Genesis in the very beginning how God placed a curse upon man, and they think the curse was the work. No, read it more carefully. The work is not the curse. The curse was the thorns and the thistles. Work is exalted. Work is something that we must do, and it's throughout the Bible. Work with your hands at that which is good, the Bible asks or requires us to do in New Testament. And that's important. When we work, we have to do something that's good. It can't be something that causes heartache and evil in our lives or in the lives of others. The Bible calls those things sin. So it has to be something that's good. I imagine maybe you got fouled up with drugs or even tried to sell drugs, trying to earn money. Did your work that way? Well, anything that's illegal, immoral. No, don't do that. Sooner or later your world caves in. We all know that. You have friends that are probably in a lot of trouble. So don't do something that's evil, something that hurts others or hurts yourself in the long run. Now, you know, we all have been fooled by, there's a lot of fun, a lot of pleasure in just about all sins, about all things that are evil. For a little while, it's a lot of fun. But then, Galatians 6, I found out, boy, it's so true. Don't be deceived. God's not mocked. What you sow, you will reap. And I reap the whirlwind. Maybe you're reaping the whirlwind. Well, a lot can be done to solve that problem. Another thing I found out, this from the Bible, is that godliness is profitable for this life, right here and now. as well as that which is to come. Now, I hope you have some interest in that which is to come. That's most important. But this program, for quite a while, we're going to be talking about here and now. Godliness is profitable for the here and now. And boy, do I recommend that. Sure saved me in many, many ways. So I hope you'll give some thought to that. So, concerning this idea of what are you going to do with your life and the idea of work, I'd suggest a very simple thing, but very important. It helped me tremendously. Why don't you get a part-time job, full-time in summer, if at all possible? Do something good, but get a part-time job. And I would suggest you get a job where you interact with people. Now, I was fortunate enough to have a job in a supermarket, and boy, did that help me. Interacting with humans, and I also fortunate enough to have bosses that practiced Christian principles. And they had what I wanted, and I knew I wanted that. My life turned around. Now, that's not, immediate. Takes time. But that's just the first of one of these things we're going to be talking about. We're going to be talking about guilt. We're going to be talking about self-discipline and many other things. But for this very brief program, I'd like to suggest that to you. I'd like to think that you think, that makes sense. Why don't you try it? See if it doesn't help. Thanks for listening. Hope you'll be with us for the next video of Happiness Explained for Youth.